Hi, my name is Rocco, and I want to welcome to today's reading and meditation with me. Today is September 15th, 2016, and I'm very happy to be here with you today. So, today is a wonderful day to be positive and to know where you're going and why. It's pivotal for everyone in your life to know who you are, and therefore it's very important for you to know as well, because a lot of people think that other people should praise them and encourage them for who they are, and this is truly deserved. But in the end, how much do you know of who you are in order to be praised and recognized by others if the image of yourself you're seeking is lost since time? So we are in truth wandering these waters of perfection at times and other times of discontent. So we just have to raise above and get our angel wings and fly upwards to the light of the sun above us that creates balance. I want to show you today's card, and perhaps you want to learn tarot, and in that case I am available. So talking so much of the sea, a card jumped out. It's not the main card for today's reading, they're telling me, but it's the moon. When a card jumps out, it's never coincidence. If you have a reading on yourself, you see that that really counts. The extra card or extra cards jumping out, it could be a sign for something. So today's card though is the Chariot. Much more positive. It's connected to Cancer, the astrological sign, because the Chariot is balancing the opposite. So the Cancerians are very strong-willed people in a very say soft appearance. So because you're not afraid of a crab, but at the same time, just like the Scorpio, although crabs aren't poisonous, they just hurt or it can cut your skin, they can easily get a sense of who you are, and if they like you they might just pass by, okay, and not without disturbing you. If they don't, they could be potentially dangerous, but it's not like, run for your lives because a crab is crossing the street ahead of you. So in truth, we're not even afraid of what's that name in English? I'm thinking of the Italian. In the middle, it's a lobster. By the way, sometimes when you don't know how to say something in another language, the angels do know. And if you follow what they say, they might even tell you and you might hear. So if you can't think of a word, just ask them, angels, what word am I thinking of? And the right word will possibly appear into your mind. Always give that contribution of effort to all things you're doing and you're asking the angels. I say that all the time because people think that they can't really evolve as people, they can't really be themselves, and they can't really know themselves. Although knowing yourself is the first step to success. A lot of people today wish to have success without putting themselves in this geometry, that's success. And being a geometry is something that you can create, not only, but it's a pattern that you can follow that's predetermined. This type of path is just to put the right things at the right time on the right place, and eventually a drawing or some lines appear that draw a energy mode, if you will, or they start an energy that is projected into the universe and brings back that blessing, say love, money, tenderness. A lot of people have communication problems, others have issues with anxiety, and so on. So as I'm talking, I have different advisors. So sometimes I may channel a message. Sometimes I may ask an angel for a suggestion, or ask a particular angel to give you a blessing on certain words that I say. So other times, just like right now, I was talking about, we mentioned anxiety, and I asked Mary, because I have her statue here, so I remembered that she's with me. And I asked her, what do these watchers suffer more? And she said a lot of them have anxiety. So anxiety is, Mother Mary says, something that is without a cause, apparently, but deeply is very simple to resolve. That's a message that comes from Mother Mary that has been channeled by me as I'm talking to you. This means that Mary wants to say, the Queen of Angels wants to say, that you want to be in yourself totally constructed and on the outside and pure in the inside. So work on your outside and leave your inside to God, and this means have the Holy Spirit dwell in you. When this happens, automatically anxiety is left behind. When the Bible says give your whole self to Christ, it means that Christ lives. It's almost as if he lived for you. So Christ lives through you literally, and he inspires you. And when Christ inspires you, the other one, what they call the evil one, sometimes my pastor was dabbling in Satanism. I read in this website that is quite famous, that Satan is to them, they think. They've been told about the voices they hear. Same concept, but different voices. Okay, the voices that not me, sorry, that they hear is that Satan is a positive being. So here you have the deconstruction of reality and the construction of a lie. So if we want to go back to reality, we deconstruct the lie and we take back our reality. Reality is what surrounds us fully and what encircles us completely and what drives us forward ahead without fear. So it's what sustains us in truth, reality. Also, reality without us or reality within us. So there isn't a reality without us. So all the reality is within us. So we're able to change all this reality. And change can only happen in the positive. That is the circle of life, to create more and more abundance, so that life is regenerated over and over. There is a pattern that's not, obviously can be worsening. It's not possible to keep it neutral. It has to be bettering, so because it has to follow some type of ascension principle that's God's. So life doesn't have a descending principle, doesn't have an equalizing principle, in a sense a neutral concept that every day is just the same, because that would be, I remember years ago there's a magazine here in Italy, it's called Dylan Dog. Dylan Dog was created by an author called Tiziano Scalabi here in Italy in the late 70s, early 80s. It came out, and it's a monthly, comic that portrays the what they call in Italian, you could say the detective of nightmares, or a paranormal detective who really solves all these spiritual problems that these strange people have. So I'm forgetting why I brought him up, but he really has this strange sense of humor that really reconnects me to what I'm saying. But it's just like he gets all these weird cases, and he deals with zombies, demons, creatures, some of them real, some of them not. Of course, zombies aren't real, but in the end, zombies are us when we're not spiritual, we're just flesh and blood. This came to be a rebellion, if you will, against. I'm not giving citizenship to this criticism, but it came to be that towards the modern society of shopping centers and coldness, if you will, where everybody is a robot with no soul, and eventually a zombie. So these zombies and these, I don't know, werewolves rather than vampires, he is someone who would conquer all these evils, okay, that to some, if you study sociology, evils of society, psychology, evils of the mind, spirituality, evils of the spirit, all of these approaches are real, although spirit is the most high, but we can find good in every type of approach unless it's not authentic. So unless we have a researcher or studious person, that's not true. So this is what I wanted to say, that some people are not real to themselves, and some people are too serious, deadly serious. So again, the chariot. Chariot is also Archangel Metatron. So not only the Cancer who is able to be in both substances on Earth, and in water, but Cancer is also able to master all energy, master positive and negative dual. So if you can master in this dual world or planet, you master both polarities of each energy, then you are truly a magician. So we aren't just spellcasters, we are magicians who really harness the power of the universe, and who really let go of those things that block our power, okay? But they can only help us sometimes if we use these blocks constructively and realize that they're nothing but fears that can be walked on, and then you can just go on with your life. You mustn't let fear stop you. So these two cards together, let me guess. This is victory, so you are going to be very victorious today. Very connected to God, very ascending energy, very much winning. I'm sure you'll get some news about something that you're waiting to know, and it might not be the complete satisfaction of knowing that situation has ended positively entirely, but it will. But today you get a step ahead, if not more. Okay, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. Feel like that. The moon is for you not to be scared of being successful. So be aware that if you want to be cool, the perfect way to be cool is to be who you are, because you are already cool. You were born this way. You were born just the way that you are. So let's meditate. I'm going to call for, you can do the same and then tell me who you got. I'm going to call upon spirits, and I'm going to ask an angel to appear here in front of me, and perhaps you can see him or her too. And through this entity, we will know who this entity is, and we will know what this entity prefers us to meditate upon today, okay? Which is what I always do, but often. But today I'm even taking the time to explain to you, because I have some more time, explain to you what needs to be done. Okay. So I think we've got it. The angel that's coming stronger to me is Archangel Haniel. Archangel Haniel needs to know that we're all Archangel Haniel wants us to know that we're all in touch with her energetically, so adjust yourself to be in touch with angels. It doesn't mean that you don't see reality, it means on the opposite, that you see it better than other people. So Archangel Haniel is with you, me, you, and everyone. She says that you can meditate and think that she's coming to you, and she's holding your hand, listening to your problems, and making you feel confident. Archangel Haniel is connected to the full moon, which is some countries today, my country tomorrow at 9:03 p.m. That's what I just checked online. And because I have stuff to do and your rituals to cast, and all these things coming up, and you have to know these things before these things know you. So if you don't cast that spell of that person on that person you like, someone else will, and someone else will be with that person instead of you, because you didn't have $200 to invest in what you call the love of your life. A lot of people come to me with that attitude, saying that they're desperately crying, dying without that person, that they want to kill themselves. That I'm obviously exaggerating, but what it feels like to them is that they want to. I don't know if you watch that movie Scanners, the heads explode. Their head is about to explode without this person, that they want to die. And we got nothing left when the hope that they want to be with this girl or woman, this guy, this whoever it is. And then you tell them, it's $5 to have this person, and they're like, I can't afford this right now. And it seemed like, forever they've been waiting for that person, as if, that was their soulmate, and they had always met him or her for eternity, and just like they knew that they'll pass eternity forever. And in truth, they don't want to spend, the equivalent of a McDonald's cheeseburger on the love of their life, because they think then that, do these things work? How much? Another question is, how long do I have to wait before he comes to me crawling or something like that? And again, you don't know what to say. So be patient. That is, I'm saying these things not only because I'm a lunatic, but also because it makes sense. So be victorious while knowing yourself. Be you and like it. Discover. The more you discover, the more you create. The more you know, the more you want to know, and more you want to know, the more you're curious. The more you're curious, the more you're curious about God, and the more you're curious about God, the more you're awakened in His glory. And the more you're awakened in His glory, the more you're part of His glory. And if you want to be part of His glory, eyewitness in that infamous in the sense of not respectful of God's creation, including humans, that it says, I'm not quoting exactly, but something like, if you want to join Satan's comrades or something like that. And there isn't such a thing, because they have ranks in hell, but it's more like, it sounds like made up, like a lieutenant, emperor, or king. And truly there isn't an emperor, but king, or all of these things that, it's like, do you want, sorry, not you, like, do you want to be yourself, or do you want to be that shit under your, I don't know, under that idiot's shoe that, some idiot walked. Wow, sometimes I hate shit too, but not that type. Um, that in, like, in funny movies, that guy walked, and with their shoes, with his shoes, just walked on perhaps dog shit or something like that. And why just, like, lowering ourselves down to a level of, researching, what, I mean, unless, what is that, and how much power it's got, and so you leave these things behind you, and you elevate yourself to the frequency of love in God's creation now and forever. And I want to leave you with a positive note. So today, Haniel, in brief, the meditation was to help you visualize the classic angel holding your hand and talking to you to comfort you. So that's what I want you to visualize today, because it truly happens in real life. So we're having these visualizations that you think that make you feel really good. It's because it's how it is. Including for Jesus, including sometimes God is reassured by angels in terms of, oh, you'll make it, or because He knows that you'll make it already, just like you do, but you'll make it, or it's not that tragic, or in case of sinners, I can see that, I don't know, you'll be rehabilitated in such lifetime. And God knows these things already, just like you do, but at the same time, He needs reassurance and comfort by the angels, and He needs to talk to another person about these things. So I want you to be well today, and ciao.